Game 2 of the ALDS. It's the Toronto Blue Jays against the Boston Red Sox. 2K Sports and Major League Baseball.
Close to 40,000 fans to witness this one. The home advantage will go to the Red Sox here in Boston. Thank you for joining us Thursday night, Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Let's take a look at Boston's starter. Steve, how's he going to handle these Toronto bats in this game?
Pitching's the key to win any ball game, and with their quality right-hander on the mound today, that's going to be a key as well against this outstanding lineup. He's going to have to execute his pitches to get the outs.
Jimmy Leyland's put this lineup together for this ball game. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Brett Laurie's a guy that made it to the big leagues because of his bat. He's moved around defensively in the minor leagues to some different positions. To me, in my opinion, I think he should stay at third base. That seems to be where...
Yep, batting now. As this ball game gets underway, Steve, what's going to be the key for the Red Sox?
Well, luckily for them, this series isn't over. They're quite...
Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And there's the first out recorded in this one. There is plenty of ball, Steve, left to be played here. You have to keep that in mind. You got to win one and then the next one.
Well, they can't panic. If they start to panic, then it's over. They have to just worry about this game today.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Looking for the ground ball out, trying to get the hitter to roll over on it. Throws that sinker on the outside corner.
As he drops back for it and puts it away.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Bullen at the plate. He swings, hits a ball to right field. That's caught. Side is retired. How about that? Only needed 4. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. And Steve, as he faces these Boston hitters, what will be the focus?
Now this right-hander has quality stuff, and it doesn't really matter oftentimes who he's facing. If he executes his pitches and pitches his game, he's got a chance to come out on top.
Here's the pitch. Now here's one hit softly up the middle. Anaga over to first for out number 1. We've got a chance to show you the Red Sox lineup.
Really a fun offense to watch because they're always seemingly in motion. Guys are moving, guys are running, taking the extra base. They go in hard, breaking up double plays. Speed, the name of the game.
And it's Braddock now coming to the plate. Watches a fastball that's in there, 0-1.
A good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. Slider in there and gets him looking 2 down.
You know, sometimes an at-bat can go 5, 6, 7 pitches as they start to foul off the 0-2 count. I like that he went right at him aggressively, strikes him out on 3 pitches.
And Geyer's in the box. Sinker just missed, 1-0.
Wow, he had some good bite on that one right there, but the hitter wouldn't chase it.
The 1-0 now. Line drive left of the bag and foul. Swing and a chopper to the second baseman. Bullen. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Still scoreless in Boston. Guest is the batter now. He's going to get us started. Second inning. Here's the delivery. Chased one that time, 0-1.
Well, you talk about a guy that doesn't get cheated in the batter's box. You usually see that swing when someone throws a fastball, but he took a mighty hack at that slider, but he came up empty.
Swinging a bouncing ball up the middle. Ashby. And the throw beats him to the bag. He is out at first. Descent gets a turn here. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And that'll be Toronto's first hit of the game. All the way to the wall. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out.
Well, this pitch right here catches way too much of the plate, and he absolutely demolishes it. Let's see what they want to do here with one.
There he goes towards third. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball. Ashby, 1. And they get it. They turn 2. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Toronto's still looking for the offense. Got Ellerton in the batter's box. He'll get things started here in the home half of the second. He lays off 1 low, 1-0. A 1-0 pitch. And he takes a strike on that fastball, 1-1.
The hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Sinker can't find the zone, 2-1. Two 2-1 on the way. 2-1 pitch, slider, swung out and missed, 2-2. He delivers. Swung on and ripped towards second. Catch is made. And it's Gobb batting. That's just over the outside part of the plate, 0-1.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
It's fouled away. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 on its way. I don't know how you lay off that sinker, but it's 2-2. He swings and hits that one. It's going to be fielded by DeJesus. They take care of that one. It's Harrison at the plate.
With that walk, they put the go-ahead run on base with 1 out in this inning. You've got to be careful right here. Try to get a double play ball.
Smacked that one. Long fly ball, but it's foul to the left. And Steve, you wonder here what he was thinking. Maybe a little too fine just because he's running, heading for second. Fouled away. He fouls that one off. Doesn't want to give up the lead run here. Tie ball game with a couple on.
Well, the situation's not all that bad. Just
swing and a liner to right center. And that looks like an RBI and a single. And the throw. And the second run comes through. Well, you talk about making a beeline for the back, Steve. That's what he does here, and he does it with his head.
Well, it's a good piece of hitting. This guy's a dirt player. He's willing to go in head first and give everything he has and just beats the throw.
It's going to be DeJesus. Here we go with a little breakdown on the types of pitches that he's throwing on the mound that are turning into hits.
Well, that slider of his has been hit 2 times.
With 3 hits total.
He takes up the middle. And DeJesus picks up the single. He's waved towards home. And they've got him in the pickle now. There's the throw. Tagged at home, and he is out of there. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
That's a huge out right there. You think maybe you're not going to get to it, but he's able to make a tremendous play on it, Gary.
Bullen settling in. Last time up, flew out. Big swing and a miss. Strike one.
Looking for the ground ball out, trying to get the hitter to roll over on it. Throws that.
Oh, he's going to up the middle. And that scoots in the center. That's a base hit. Jesus around third, headed for the plate. And he scores. Toronto's offense creating multiple opportunities.
They're just teeing off right now. 4 straight hits, and clearly this offense is locked in.
Guest in the box now. And Steve, the offense continues. That swung on and a liner here. That one's grabbed, side retired. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Fincher up now. He'll start things off for the home team. We're in the third.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Brower in the batter's box. 0 for 1 thus far. And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
Well, the one thing I think compared to what we normally see from him is today he's really relying on that slider.
Now, guys, the other thing I'm noticing, and maybe this is intentional, but he hasn't gone to the four-seam fastball nearly as much as he typically does. I'd like to see him throw that a little bit more, be aggressive, try to get some velocity in there.
First base, keeping him in there. Swings for a strike on the fastball. It'll be a 1-2 count.
Well, he just reared back and said, here it comes, big boy. Here comes my best fastball. He busted him inside with it.
The pitch. And that is going to be one away and a called third strike sinker.
Let's take a look at what a sinker looks like in K-Cam.
Got him looking on a breaking ball.
A pitch that moves like that is something that is very useful to a pitcher if he's throwing it with confidence. And you can see that what a weapon that is.
And it's Braddock now coming to the plate. Taking a look, he struck out looking. First at bat that came against Heilman. Here's one hit very well deep. 2 away. And they just tried to hold him there at first.
That's about as easy as it gets. He could have caught that one in his back pocket.
And Geyer's in the box. These at bats, how's he starting them? He takes off for second. 0-1. And he is safe at second.
Let's see this one again, Gary. He gets a fairly good jump at first base, makes it easily. Nice job.
That's where sliding can really make a difference. You do get in there faster in this situation when you get down.
And now he's in scoring position.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's going to be to Jesus. And there's the third out. So they pick up a hit, but leave a man at second and fail to score. Blue Jays still out in front. Descent batting now. He'll start things off here, inning number 4. Here's the first pitch. And he swings and hits this one foul. He makes contact, line drive. He's going to try to stretch it.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there. There he goes for second. Swing and a high drive deep to right center field. And he drops back to the runners tagging from first. And he's tagged out at second.
You have to love great defense. I mean, that's an unbelievable effort right there. And a way to pick your team up in a critical situation.
Yeah, and it gets the fans into the game, too. I think fans love D. Anaga is batting. He flew out his last time up. Line drive fouled off towards first. Hit up the middle. He's going to try to stretch it. Yeah, with 2 down, they've got a man on board.
Oh, I love being able to get hits with 2 outs. Even if there's no one on base, you don't drive in any runs. What it does is...
Towards the middle. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close? Throws on to first. Side is retired. We've got Ellerton in the batter's box. He'll lead it off here, bottom half of the 4th. And the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
Again, we're into the 4th inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, now they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should.
Now a swing. That ball is hit well, deep, going back. Hits the wall on the fly. The throw, and he's safely aboard second base.
Well, what a great swing right there. And anytime you can put yourself in scoring position with no outs, you're looking for... big things to happen.
And it's Gobb batting. 0 for 1 thus far. Sinker just missed. 1-0. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
His command and control have been solid. Not perfect, but the great pitching coaches will all agree that when you can mix locations along with pitch types, that you have the greatest chance of success each time out on the mound.
But John, you know, this is a game of adjustments, and the hitters have not been able to adjust to the location and the rhythm of his pitching.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. That one's drilled to short, and it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Here's a great chance for Boston.
One of the toughest pitches to hit in baseball. It really is the one that separates the good hitters from the mediocre hitters. He stays with the slider and doesn't try to do too much with it.
It's Harrison at the plate. Base hit his last time. He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0.
Well, and that'll saw his bat in two if he swings at that one.
And this is below the knees, ball 2. He waves at that fastball, 2-1.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one swung on its line. That'll be a base hit and an RBI.
Well, now after giving up 3 straight hits, the manager has to start thinking about getting somebody up in the pen.
Durrington settling in. Well, it's the offensive job now. Get this ball club back into the ball game. Plenty of time, and they're putting a push on.
Gary, he got some good wood on that last hit. Put it in play. Now he's closing the gap right here. See if they can make up this difference.
As Gene McDaniels used to say, just chipping away. And that's what you want to do in these kind of games. In there from Heilman, 1-1.
Gary, you know, you're right. Chipping away is exactly what you want to do in these games. You don't have to make it all up at once. Just take advantage of every opportunity you get, close the gap, and try to pass him later.
Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1.
Well, a good count right here for the hit and run. A 2-1 count. Does the manager have enough guts to take a chance on running the count to 3-1 with a pitch out to try to nail the runner at second base?
A swing line to left center. And another hit. They're really gunning right now. And the throw. And he gets in there, no problem. And he scores.
That's textbook base running right there. As he's approaching second base, he picks up the third base coach, gets the sign to keep on coming. And now they got runners at the corners.
Ashby in the box. Well, it's the offensive job now. Get this ball club back into the ball game. Plenty of time, and they're putting a push on. Fetterman coming in to hurl as they make the pitching swap. Pitch on the way. 0-1 is a sinker in there. Called strike.
I don't think he's going to waste any time right now. He's just going to go right at him with that 0-2 pitch.
Here's the pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 2 down.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
Fincher settles in. He's 1 for 1 so far. Runner on first, 2 away. Now the first pitch. Watches a changeup go by for strike 1.
Now, Gary, the pitcher pulled the string on this one. It looks like a fastball, and then it just dies out as it gets to the plate. Good late movement.
Anaga. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. Boston, now they're trying to put some pressure on and cut into that lead. Graves is the batter now. How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
Just magnifies the problems and it reinforces the issue. If you're going to teach young kids first pitch strikes, how critical it is, tells you the whole story. 3 runs in this game when you throw a ball.
There's a swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep into right field. And goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. And now the lead is up to 2. The solo home run, a bit of a padding.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
Here's the pitch. Hit in the air, in right, foul territory. That's 1 away. It's going to be DeJesus. He singled and later scored in his last time up. First pitch on the way. And that one fouled off by DeJesus. On the way. There's a ground ball. Brower. That's 2 gone. Bullen has a turn in the box. Singled home a run in his last at bat. Hit sharply towards the hole, and that's going to do it in this half inning. So they pick up a run on the. Brower is the batter. Took a call. Third strike in his last time up. First pitch on the way. First pitch, a sinker away, 1-0.
And when he can keep that thing down and away, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Can't connect with that fastball. Now it's 1-1.
Well, that's just one of those the pitcher says, here it comes, try to hit it. Fastball hitter, he wanted that pitch. He just didn't quite come up with the swing.
And he makes the catch, 1 down.
Well, he hit this one on the screws, but luckily the first baseman had him positioned properly and had the big old glove over there to get him out.
And it's Braddock now coming to the plate. Flew out last time. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 1. On the way. Check swing, but it's in there. 1-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, even at 2.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
The 2-2 pitch. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
That's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
3-2 on the way. And that one is going to be outside, and that is ball 4, and now you've got a base stealer on.
Well, after a long, epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk. Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck out or someone should have got a hit, but the hitter will take the walk.
But Gary, when you're trailing, you don't want to run into outs, but they have good speed now at first base. May not be a bad idea to try to steal and get a runner in scoring position.
Oh! The pitch. There's a hard comebacker right through the center. The second, there's 1. And they get 2. Great double play. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. Yes, gets a shot here. He's going to get us started here in the 6th. The first pitch. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And it's through. That's a base hit.
You can't ask for a better way to start the inning. A leadoff double. Now big things can happen.
Descent at the plate. And look now at the pitch type distribution. One of the hallmarks of being effective is mixing up your pitches.
I mean, the one thing you notice comparing to his normal trends, he's definitely throwing that four-seamer a lot more today.
You know, John, I agree. When a pitcher locks in on one pitch over another, it takes away some of the weapons he has, and it starts to reduce what the hitter has to think about. I think he needs to take advantage of using his cutter.
1 down. He flew out his last time up. Well, there is 1 down here. You got a man on second base, going to give up the pass, maybe try for 2.
A hit here scores the man on second, so obviously they're going to look for the double play.
Anaga at the plate, 1 for 2 in the ball, and the double steal is on. Dodd in time for the out.
He's got a shot of getting out of this now. Big time out. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
It's Colon at the plate. Grounded out his last time up. Line towards third and foul. Here's the delivery. Hit in the air to center field. And that one to fall in, and the run will score. And Laurie will come in to score. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
Well, that's 10 hits right now in this ball game for him. And, you know, you're going to have to wonder how much longer the manager's going to stick with this guy.
Braves up at the plate. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup. That swung on and flied to right. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. They score 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 left on. It's the Blue Jays. We've got Ellerton in the batter's box. He'll lead off the bottom half of the 6th. Sinker runs inside, 1-0.
Well, and that'll saw his batting too if he swings at that one.
1-0 now. Fouled off. The 1-1 headed for the middle, and it gets through. Not bad. 2 for 3 today.
Well, this is getting ugly right now. I mean, he's giving up hit after hit after hit. This offense has clearly figured him out. How much longer can you leave him in and take a beating?
And it's Gobb batting. He singled his last trip. Yo, a little low. Got it in the dirt, but he held on. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Swung on, hit. He picks it up. And there's one. And there's two, a double play. Nice play, especially on the relay to first. 4-6-3.
It's textbook right there. Tailor-made double play. Hit it where they are and turn it.
It's Harrison at the plate. Drove in a run earlier in the game. And starts him out here. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And there's DeJesus out number 3. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Toronto 6, Red Sox 2. The top of the order is due up next. Epps at the plate now. Got a couple of RBIs thus far. And here's the first one. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That one's gloved.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
It's going to be DeJesus. He bounced out his last time. Here it comes. There's a ground ball. Ashby. That's the second out. Olin gets a turn here. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing. Line drive, center field. And that's the third out. That'll do it. Well, that's one way. Durrington is up now. He'll start the home half of the seventh. DeJesus will be coming on to take over on the mound as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever. Goodwood hits it right back up through the pitcher. Throws in time to first. What a play. In fact, he had to dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate.
Ashby is the batter. Struck out swinging his last time up. And here's the first one. Solid contact made, but that foul ball up in the air is going to be off on the right side. Wow. He deals. Slider misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Okay, one out here in the 7th inning. I mean, you have to like the way this is going. They're looking good. The pitcher's throwing strikes. The defense making plays. They've got a big lead. Everything feels good.
This one hit and a long foul ball down the left side. One-two pitch coming. And it goes foul.
Well, you know the pitcher wants to get this strikeout right here, but the last thing he wants to do when he's ahead in the count is make a mistake. And the more balls he keeps fouling off in tough situations, the more chance of a mistake coming. Pitcher has to keep his focus right here.
Holds off on the sinker, 2-2.
Wow, he had some good bite on that one right there, but the hitter wouldn't chase it.
Ground ball towards the second baseman. Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down. Fincher up now. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. Sinker misses badly, 1-0.
Well, it's getting late right now. 2 outs here in the 7th inning, and they're down by a bunch of runs. They need to start to get something going right here, Gary.
And it's fouled off.
Foul!
And he fouls another one off.
Foul!
The pitch. Swing and a rocket towards short. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today.
It doesn't matter who's on the mound or what they're throwing. These guys can hit it. They are just together, building confidence and whacking at it.
Brower batting now, lined out in his last at bat. Grove coming in now to pitch. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. There's a smash towards the hole, and that's going to do it in this half inning. No runs. Yes, gets a shot here. He's going to get us started, 8th inning. First pitch on the way. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1.
He must not have eaten for a long time because he was hungry for this pitch. Problem was, it's a pretty good slider. You swing that hard at a slider, pretty good chances you're going to come up empty.
Trying again here, just 1 for 3. Thus far. And he starts him out. Swing, hot shot. That should be a base hit.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
It's Harrison at the plate. Last time up, flew out. Here's the 1-0. 1-0 pitch, a curveball. That breaks outside, 2-0.
With this curveball down and away, now let's see if the pitcher tries to go back inside with the fastball and lock him up.
Fastball called strike 2 and 1.
But when you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
Won't commit on that hard slider. Now 3-1.
So if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
The 3-2 pitch. Lined, foul towards third. Full count pitch. This one all the way to the backstop. The runner will advance.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
Durrington in the box now. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Guidry is going to come on and pitch now. He's been chosen to take over out there. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. Strike 2 at the knees, 0-2.
Look for the pitcher to try to expand the strike zone here. The hitter has to swing at anything close.
Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to chase that curve. It's 1-2. Swung on, and that's foul back. Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, one away.
That's some pretty impressive velocity right there, Gary. Now, I don't think you've ever driven that fast. 101 on the gun.
Did you hear that plane going in?
Yeah.
Ashby is up now. Ground out victim last time through. One out with runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to first. That's one out.
They can only get one out at first base in this situation, so two men now in scoring position.
Fincher in the batter's box. 2 for 3 thus far. Just missed with a fastball, 1-0. The curve is in the strike zone, even at 1.
Well, he just fooled the hitter right here. He was thinking hard. He got soft, and with great break on that curveball, he couldn't touch it.
Curveball. Where did that miss? 2-2. Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
Well, a little message pitch right there, up and in the strike zone. And I think this hitter will.
And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
What a big win right here on the road, winning a playoff game. That's awfully tough to do and can go a long way to winning a series, Gary.
And we take a look at a performance that today earned our Player of the Game award.
One big hit that can change the difference of a ball game, and that's what happened today. This hitter came up with that big clutch hit, so he's our obvious choice for Player of the Game.
And as they put the victory up in this one, they now sit enviably, we might add, just one win away from winning the series.
And you have to credit them. They've come so far this year, and now they find themselves just one win away. This has to be a gratifying victory.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed 2K Sports Major League Baseball.